Back to throw, it's Singleton. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play.
Well, you can't start a game any better on defense. Talk about wanting to be great on third down and wanting to create turnovers. They did both. On the first third down of the game, they get a pick.
They'll give it to the transfer. First carry. Can't get him to the ground. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Off the play fake. Moves away as he feels pressure. He'll pull it down. There he goes. No, he got loose. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. On the option. Now the toss. There's some room. They bring him down. The option run to perfection, and it will move the chains. And the Beavers are in the hurry-up. Scanning the field, it's Murphy. Quarterback adapting. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Beavers! They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
Well, they've been calling his number, running the ball a lot on this drive, Dave. That's an outstanding run right there. But whether it's designed or whether it's off script, scrambling around, this defense can't find a way to corral this guy. And if I was on offense, I'd keep letting him do this.
Yeah, and the annoying thing is, man, the quarterback gets the ball every single play. They snap it to him. He can throw it. He can scramble. He can run. So really just opens up the whole field is at his mercy. And this defense right now, not finding a lot of answers. They've got to do something to stop this quarterback.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Roberts. I guess it could have been worse on that return. He goes out of bounds at the 15. The Mountaineers offense coming onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit, and I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Snap it to the back, and he's knocked down.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Unloads it left. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Mountaineers decide to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. He's got great speed. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Here comes the Beaver offense, ready to go. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Look out, he's got room. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Back to pass, it's Murphy. A shot toward the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. Past the 20. Touchdown, Mountaineers. The defense putting points on the board. This D gave them exactly what they needed, not only with a stop, but with a touchdown.
And finding ways to impact the game early in the game, just make impact plays, right? The defense wants to create sacks, create turnovers. Great job creating the turnover and getting points off.
Kidd Brewer Stadium in beautiful Boone, North Carolina. A Week 1 showdown between two teams hoping to get things started on a great note. It's the Oregon State Beavers and the Appalachian State Mountaineers. Reese Davis along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. We'll hear from Holly Rowe in a bit down on the sideline. The Beavers kicker headed to the football. The crowd eager, and off we go. The start of a new season. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. Nice pickup on the return there. Offense in a bunch formation. The run inside. It's Lewis. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's not a surprise who made that play. And this is just the opening drive, but we're going to hear his name a lot. He flies all over the field, shows up in the run, shows up in the pass. Big-time playmaking linebacker that every time you turn on the tape, you see him flying around.
Escapes the pressure to his right. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Looking to throw, it's Singleton. Fires one high and deep. He's got it down the right side. Touchdown, Mountaineers! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
And they talked about his speed all week, but it's one thing to talk about. It's another thing to see it. You see that young man out wide, man. He can fly, and he runs right by the defense. They take a shot early, Palmer. They find the speedster, and he finds the end zone.
And I think the defensive coordinator right now is just kicking himself because you're right. I mean, they watched film all week long. You've seen this guy torch defenses. You cannot play coverages that allow this guy to take the top off and get behind your back line. That right there is just a big mistake defensively, a bad call, and kudos to the offense for finding the matchup and making them pay.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Got the quick completion. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
Defense fills those gaps. He's got one to the 28.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. Third and long, you bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. Get to have a little fun, go get the quarterback.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's third and long from the 30. Dropping back, it's Murphy. Fires to the wideout. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
Man, that is a big play offensively to make that catch off the deflection because it gives them the first down. It keeps the chains moving. Remember, they're in their own end of the field here. If they don't make that play, they've got a punt, and they've set their opponent up with great field position.
The Beavers are moving quickly down the field. Running inside, it's Newberry. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up second and inches.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
And the Beavers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. They'll try to get the first through the air. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Man, what a good job by this defense, staying disciplined, not getting lost on their keys. Man, they're aggressive, expecting a run play probably on 3rd and short. They slipped the screen in there, but they're disciplined enough to stay home, to get the tackle, and now force the 4th down.
They told us they were going to be aggressive no matter where they were on the field. Didn't take long to prove it. Going for it on 4th down in their first drive. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. So on their first drive of the game, they're going to roll the dice a little bit and go for it on 4th down in their own territory. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Oh, a lot of space. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon State. Extra point here will tie the game.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Poor starting field position here for this offense. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lewis. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Wants to throw. It's Singleton. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's James. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Appalachian State. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field, uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you've got to respect it. You've got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. through the defender. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up.
It's a fumble on the play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And, man, I know he's going to be really upset with himself because you have all these goals and all these things you want to do, and you come in your first touch, man. You cough it up, but you got to put it behind you. This defense needs to come out now, be ready to play, fight back, build some momentum back the other direction.
To throw, it's Singleton. The sweet feet buy a little time. Turning it on! And it'll be a short game, but no need to take a big hit there on the scramble.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
Motion from the wideout. Looking to fire. Zings it complete to the right. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping, put it out in front of me, I'm getting this first down.
Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, App State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw, it's Murphy. He's going for the big play. Catch inside the 30 and still running. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. We've reached a break, and Appalachian State has the lead. As we get a look at some stats, this is the best start they could have hoped for. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. They've got a first down here to open the period. Tight end now in motion. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Touchdown, Beavers! And they take it in for 6 more points. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
And if you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. Coming out with it, it's Roberts. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Appalachian State comes out onto the field to get the drive started. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
You know, we're only in the first half of this football game, and already this offense has had tons of success throwing the football. The defense has to disrupt his rhythm, and they finally do there, getting the sack. They've given up 3 TD passes. Let's see if they can continue with the pass rush moving forward.
Makes the grab. It's James. And they're able to make the tackle.
And that's better protection up front by these guys. You give up a sack the play before, you got to give your quarterback some time. They do. And another thing that I really like, guys, what he did right here, you don't have to take a shot. You don't have to get it all back in one play. Nice job getting it out of your hands and now making the 3rd down very manageable.
They get to him as he throws. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
They're a couple of yards short of the 1st down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Singleton. Trying to beat the D deep. Oh, it's picked off. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Looking to throw. Got it set up on the outside. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Oregon State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. All even up after that one. Basically a brand new game.
And with a tie, guess what? Back to the offense. Back to the offense. Which defense can get a stop? These offenses have been humming.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Fielded in the end zone, it's Roberts. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half.
Blue 22.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Looking down the middle. A strike downfield. It's a seam wide open. Inside the 30. Past the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, App State.
And how about the tight end showing off the athletic ability? Does a great job in the blocking game. Now, when you need to make a big play in the passing game, you just turn him loose, throw him the football, and he can make big plays like he did right here.
And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. He'll bring it out. It's Durant. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. To the air, it's Murphy. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
And I feel like that was predetermined. They told him in the huddle, man, chuck that thing down the field. Like, haven't run the ball well, haven't thrown it well. They haven't really gotten started off on the right foot in this football game. Looks like they're still searching for answers, for something that they can get some momentum going.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Beavers line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Makes a move. And there he goes. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Making side adjustments here. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He'll try to do it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that 1st down.
They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. Back to throw, it's Singleton. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Yeah, and how about the linebacker? You know, you ask him to do so much on the football field to cover so much ground. You don't always ask him to go man-to-man, but when you do, the linebacker comes through, swats the ball to the ground.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got some room to run. The 40. Running inside the 20. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. And the Mountaineers with the 1st and 10. Snap in the shotgun. Bringing the heat. Intercepted. A 1st half turnover can swing momentum. He's into the open down the middle. He's at the 10. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. About the only good thing that happened for the offense on that play, at least it wasn't a pick 6. What a return.
Yeah, that didn't look good for the offense. You know all those big fellas, those old linemen, they're not going to be able to go make the play. So as the DB getting the interception, you know, if you can break that play and you can get past that level, it might be to the house. It might be to the crib. Lucky that wasn't a pick 6 if you're on offense.
Before they snap the ball on 2nd down, timeout is called. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? A designed run for the quarterback. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Beavers!
Every coach in the country talks about finishing half strong. Man, how about that? You get the touchdown, a chance to tie this game up and take all the momentum into halftime.
Set to kick this one away.
And he's going to bring this one out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking to pass. It's Singleton. Here comes the heat. From the comfort of the pocket, he fires it to the right. Completely shot a bolt of energy into this drive. Inside the 40, finally stopped at the 39. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. He'll need to unleash his thunderfoot on this 56-yard attempt from the right hash. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. He'll need to unleash his thunderfoot on this 56-yard attempt from the right hash. Oh, and the attempt is no good. And here in the third quarter, it is still a tie ball game. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's get things popping with Maryland in their matchup against the number 12 team, the BYU Cougars.
Here comes the Oregon State offense to get this drive started. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
The Beavers come to the line needing just inches for the first down. On third and short, they'll ride the running back here. They got him on the ground. Great tackling by this D to stop him short of the first down marker.
And, man, this is a big decision coming up, right? Like, this is still a tie football game. So if you get stopped...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Caught, and he's got room. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. And the Beavers will have it first and 10. Dropping back, it's Murphy. Oh, they're after him. Hauls it in. Made a defender miss. Continues to fight for yards. Touchdown, Oregon State. They take the lead here in the second half.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
And the point after is good. He'll bring it out. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. He'll bring it out. It's Durant. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up. You're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
The run inside. It's Newberry. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the 3rd quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
He gets a block. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield, it's Singleton. Here's a heat. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
You have to wonder, after missing a field goal on the last drive, how are they going to play this 3rd down? They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And I'm not surprised by the decision-making of this QB. Like, I would go there, too. Like, he's been the go-to guy, man. He's already got 2 touchdown passes on the day. So I'm going to take shots because I believe in my wide receiver. Sometimes it's not going to come home, and it didn't on that play. Tip your cap to the defense, but I got a feeling that's not the last ball he'll throw his way.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Extending the play. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs. They'll give it on the counter. Breaks the tackle. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And this offense hadn't got the ground game going at all, but it hasn't mattered. The passing game has been so good. So you'd like to create balance on offense, but as long as they can keep spinning the pill out wide, this offense has been just fine.
Got a man. It's Millen. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. The Beavers come to the line on the heels of that big pass play.
2-14 close. Stack. Down. Hawkeye.
Dropping back, it's Murphy. Makes the grab. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. The Beavers racing to the line in the hurry up. Running inside, it's Hatcher. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24. This third down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Trying to make magic on the scramble. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
That's the danger as a defense when you blitz this guy on third down. If you don't get him to the ground right away or someone's out of a gap, his scrambling ability can hurt you, and that's exactly what happened. He saw open field, he took off, and he was able to go get the first down.
Third quarter here, 2nd and 10 as we are getting this season underway in the opening week. Defense in press coverage. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Somehow got the screen into that traffic. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. It'll be 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Murphy. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Now wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On 4th down, going to the air. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Here's the pressure. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Keeps it on the draw.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Quarterback making checks. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Gonna let it fly. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating.
First down here as we dive into the college football season. A Week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. To the air, it's Singleton. Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Well, that's about as impressive as a short gainer catch as you're ever going to see. I mean, didn't get the first, didn't go very far downfield, but it was pretty looking. Caught it with one hand. I mean, I guess there's that.
Throws to the wideout. Oh, and it's pegged off. This could be huge in a tie game. Smashes through the tackle. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Here comes the Beaver offense ready to go. So the big turnover, the interception, setting up this offense in a tie game with a chance to drive for the go-ahead score. On the move to the right and looking for a big one.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. It's complete to the left. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the first down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big 3rd down. To the air, it's Murphy. And this will be picked off, a costly turnover in a tie game. The defense was looking for a huge play in this tie game, and they have just given their team a great opportunity.
I think, Reese, at this point of the game, tied late, it's going to come down to who can make the most plays. The defense comes up with a massive play, creating that turnover. Outstanding job by the D. All 11 guys being on the same page, now putting their offense in a great position.
The short hands, it's James.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Back to pass. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Appalachian State! And they've moved out front here on the 4th. His 3rd touchdown of this game and his 3rd on the season.
This offense is high octane, boy. You just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty.
Number 96, set to hands off.
He'll bring it out. It's Butler. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The eyes now turn to the defense to see whether they can keep this lead intact late in the 4th. Looking for a man. It's Murphy. Get it out on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The Mountaineers call a timeout. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. High the chains now on 2nd and long. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? Corner's going to give them room. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. It's complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
That's a tough deal for the offense, right? I mean, you're trailing, it's late in the game, you're having to throw the football, you're just trying to make something happen, and ball gets away from the quarterback, ends up in the hands of a DB. Nice job by the defense.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Makes the catch. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football, let him make plays.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking for a man. It's Singleton. Pulls it in. Touchdown, Mountaineers. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. Here he comes with the return. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. They'll start this drive going to the air. He's taking the deep shot. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Looking downfield on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Defense making the play. Hey, never hurts to pad the stats on D.